I never really think about DPDR very much nowadays, but December's always a bad month for us. The worst times of my life have been during this month. So naturally, the dissociation tends to be a bit more difficult, and I'm reminded of all the bad things that happened, and it was triggered in December 2019, which means I've done 5 full years of this now. I'm going into my 6th year. And I just wanted to do an update to keep track of where it is, and I just need to talk it out, because the longer it's going on, the more hope I feel like I lose, and the more common, frequent the depressive episodes are getting. I find myself getting more paranoid at times, and some days I'm just like full of like stupid delusions, which I know aren't true, but they're still ramping up. And for quite a long time, stuff like this didn't bother us. It would just, the dissociation would be there and I'd deal with it. But I guess, yeah, things get difficult. To be honest though, it's still a lot more bearable than it was at the beginning. Like, I don't find myself lying in bed all the time and stuff. I'm able to sit up all day, get out every so often for fresh air. I'm able to go out and meet up with a friend. Not frequently, but semi-frequently. So I am doing things. It just doesn't seem to be shifting, and as much as I don't think about it, I'm aware that it's there, like, because obviously I don't feel good at all. Like, I was thinking about how amazing it used to be when I was a kid, how free I felt, like, the days felt so much more bright, and I just wish I could go back then. And of course, yeah, I've done years of therapy, and I take my mirtazapine still, which I think does help us not having like severe episodes where I get really dizzy and stuff. I don't get them anymore. It's just 6 years, man. I'm going into my 6th year, and it's just freaky how much life I've lost, and I don't know how much life I'm gonna lose going ahead. Like, it just feels like it's with us, and I think I mentioned this before, but part of this thing's the reason why I'm still able to, while I'm able to go out and meet up with friends and do things. Like, I was at Specsavers getting like contact lens sorted. I can barely speak, sorry. And I don't think I could have done that without the dissociation, like, because I've always been really prone to anxiety. I always used to just stay in or just go to work, come home and do nothing because I'd feel so drained. And I'll just like avoid socializing and stuff other than work before the dissociation. So it's weird like how I'm able to do that now, and I think it is purely because, yeah, I still get super anxious, but it's not as severe as it was pre-dissociation. So that's what freaks us out. Like, is this the best version of us with this? As much as I hate it, like I don't want to live the rest of my life feeling so numb. Like, what's the point? And I know people reach out and tell us what I should and shouldn't be doing, but I feel like I've tried everything, and when I do push myself, like for a sliver of motivation I have to get better, it just always ends up in disappointment. So I've lost all motivation for stuff like that now. It's like, I don't know, just a combination of things that's wrong with us is just difficult to overcome. But yeah, I'm still alive, that's the main thing, eh? Like, obviously I still have really bad days, I still feel terrible, but I just live with it. I've just got to do what I've got to do. 5 years, man. 5 years in my life. Like, I'm 24 now. I'm going to be 25 next year. And I think all my 20s have been spent like this it's intense and depressing in itself. But I'm sure, yeah, there's a sliver of hope left that maybe things will get better. I don't know how. And of course, it's not going to get better if you don't have a clear plan, or will they? Like, some people just snap out of it, don't they? Just keep on trucking on and trying to stay as calm as possible. Maybe it'll leave us alone. Maybe it'll leave you alone. Who knows? I guess the unknown's kind of a benefit. as scary as it is. Like, I've got nothing to say. Like, I just hate December with a passion because of everything that happened, and how I feel right now is just not fun. And I'm sick of like being constantly up and down. And by up I mean just I get somewhat stability. Despite feeling shit, I'm able to just like chill, watch my shows, actually somewhat pay attention to them. And then when it's down, it's like I don't give a toss about anything. It's really hard to explain. I mean, it's always there. It's 24/7, as most of you know. Like, it's there with us constantly. And it drives us mad. Like, it just feels like my life's always falling apart. Like, I can't build anything when I'm in this state. But even though that sounds contradictory, since I just said it helps us go out and socialise and do things. But even after doing, like, hanging out with a friend for 3 hours, 1 day a week, I'm drained. Like, I get way more depressed because it takes all the energy I have out of us. So, like, how am I supposed to build a life with that or get better? I don't know. That's a good question, isn't it? And I don't know if there's an answer or not. Yeah, I'm just not happy. And I'm just sick of everything, but what can I do about it? Just gotta keep going, and maybe 2025 will be my year, but I've said that the last 5 years. It just, yeah. I don't know what else to say. I haven't been posting much either because, again, my motivation's an issue. Like, what do I have to say? Like, I don't really do anything with my life, and I don't want to come on here and tell you how shitty I'm feeling all the time. And I'm constantly, like I say, up and down, like, with weird mood swings. So I could come on here being all depressive and like saying how shit everything is, and then a few days later I'll be back to me normal self. Just deal with it, get on with it, keep pushing, live with it. It's the way it's been the last 5 years, so you can deal with it, just keep going. But it's tiring, a constant back and forth. I hope you're doing cush, Jigo, and yeah, I'll see you on the next post.